Okay, so we've already talked about safety glasses, earmuffs, and other PPE or personal protective equipment. So now I want to go into proper attire for the wood shop, specifically the wood shop, but there'll be another video in regards to metal shop attire. So we'll start from the head down. So first we'll talk about hair, so tying up in a bun like I do here. So if you have long hair, you always want to make sure that your hair is out of the way. So if you have a long ponytail, I'd highly recommend wrapping it up in a bun so it's up and out of the way. I have my safety glasses on. They usually live on my head. So again, if you watch my other video, I talk about the personal protective equipment, so do make sure you watch that. Okay, so neck, if you wear a lot of jewelry, say necklaces, or if it's fall and you wear a scarf, you want to make sure to have no dangly bits hanging around, because dangly bits get caught in machines and we don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure you're not wearing anything that could be dangling over the top of a machine or could get in the way of you doing proper work on a machine. So no dangly bits is just a general rule. And that goes also in regards to like watches and bracelets and things like that. So I also wear rings, so I generally take them off when I'm working, especially in a metal shop, because some things can smash your fingers and you don't want a ring to smash along with it, and that could be a hospital incident, so we don't want that either. I also have earmuffs in my, earplugs in my pocket here. So I could put these around my neck. This is a new pair, so it just came right out of my pocket. And then if I'm not using them, I just nicely tuck them away in my shirt so they're not dangling in place. All right? So clothing attire, I generally wear long sleeve shirts in the shop, and generally some with higher necklines because dust can get in there and we don't want that. I usually wear long sleeve shirts because I personally do a lot of welding, but short sleeve shirts are just fine as well. Especially if you're working in a wood shop, you're not going to be dealing with any flames or anything that could cause skin damage. Unless you're prone to some kind of dust irritation, then you might want to wear long sleeves. So generally, if I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt, I'll also have like a flannel or some other kind of like crappy button down that maybe you can pick up at Goodwill or any kind of other vintage clothing store or something like, or a consignment shop or something like that, where you could just throw it on and not have to worry about it. With that said, if you have, this is a close-fitting shirt here, so it's not dangling out of place. So if you are wearing a flannel or something that's a little extra flowy, like a really long shirt, make sure to tuck it in to your pants. So again, it's not dangling in place. And I think that covers most of shirt attire. I usually wear long pants, but if it's particularly hot out, then I'll wear shorts. But you also just want to make sure that your legs are covered, especially again if you're prone to skin irritations because of dust. You want to make sure that everything's properly covered up. And these pants are actually particularly nice because they have lots of different pockets, so I can store my phone over in here in this little pocket, and I can put my tape measure on my pocket right here, so it's got all sorts of different pockets for that. But denim or any kind of other long pants are just fine too. And finally, we'll work our way down to shoes. So absolutely no open-toed shoes. So you always want to go for a closed-toed shoe. Sneaker is fine for the wood shop, and I tend to wear boots, again, because I do a lot of metal work and I deal with heavy things that could possibly fall on my feet. But you always want to do closed-toed shoes, especially if you're working with chisels or other sharp objects that could possibly fall. So you want to make sure that your toes are covered too.